Hey folks, today's video is a follow-up to the previous one, and here I'll be crafting over 130 mythic items. I already explained and showed the drop chance for mythics in the previous video. Just to remind you, the result was very non-linear, and my final chance came out at 3.17%. I got 130 mythics out of 4,095 uber bosses, which equals 3.17%. Mythics with 2 or more greater affixes were very rare. Also, if you're interested in how to farm a ton of keys for uber bosses and turn it into a conveyor belt, I have a separate video on that too. Now let's get to the mythics craft. New off here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's go. Here's the plan. I won't bother with items that have just one greater affix. They go straight to salvage. Well, technically I will check them and count them, but only off the recording, not in real time. You won't see any extra footage. At the end I'll give you full stats. How many mythics items were crafted and the chance to get 2 or more GA from crafting. Then we'll compare it to uber boss drops. Since I'll do this all in one session instead of over 1.5 months like last time, no data will be lost. Since the last video I gathered a few more sparks. The whole process is simple. I break down all the mythics I don't need from the stash, basically all of them, and start crafting. First I'll craft a few Shako. I could sell unneeded runes and buy the ones I need to craft more Shakos, but I'm too lazy for that. I could also farm Karast Undercity. This season I got over 350 tribute for runes. That's about 7 to 8 runes per run. One run in my current gear takes about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, including loading into the area and back. Let's round to 2.5 minutes. That's 24 runs per hour, with about 7.5 runs per run, or 180 runes an hour. Too long and boring. So we go with what we have. I break down every mythic. That clip lagged for some reason. Maybe the PC didn't like salvaging mythics. In total, I got 131 sparks. We take the runes needed for Shako and go to the jeweler. Crafting one specific item costs 50 million gold plus 3 rune types, 6 of each rarity. I can only make 13 Shakos. Click, and we have 13 Harlequin crests. And what? Nothing. The thing with Harlequin crests is that the key bonus isn't the legendary aspect with +4 to all skills, but the greater affix on cooldown reduction. Without a cooldown star, it's not really a Shako. With a cooldown star, I already have one. So what I need is 2 cooldown stars plus max resource. Since I didn't get that, all go to salvage. We go to the blacksmith, break them down, and get resources. Most important, each one gives a spark. Now we craft random mythic items at the blacksmith. Same cost, 50 million plus 2 sparks. To make it easier, we craft in batches of 10. Let's go. First 10th open, wish for luck, check, nothing with 2 stars, so all to salvage. On the screen you'll see the running count of what drops. Second 10, same story, nothing with 2 GA, salvage. Third 10, same again. Fourth batch, this time 3 items with 2 GA. First a Shako with useless GA, then a Shroud of the False Death is also useless. With Shroud of the False Death, the priority is a star for all stats plus preferably max life. The Ring of Starless Skies is also useless since in my current build I need stars for core skill and attack speed, and I already have that ring, so all to salvage. Fifth batch. 2 mythics with 2 GA. Both are Tyrael's Might. On its own, Tyrael's Might is useless and maybe only good early on during leveling for defense. No point keeping one with 2 GA. If it had 4, I might save it for the Eternal Realm collection, but with 2, all to salvage. 6th batch. No comments, straight to salvage. 7th batch of 10. Same result. 8th batch. Same again. 9th batch. 1 item with 2 GA, a Doombringer, but with those affixes I don't need it. 10th batch of 14 items. 2 mythics with 2 GA, but both explained earlier, so just salvage. 11th batch, 7 items, again, Tyrael's Might with 2 GA, they keep coming. Now 3 items, then 2 items, and 1 last one. That's 14 batches total. The math looks like this. The table totals kept increasing and ended at 117 plus 13 Shakos from runes equals 130. All matches. Out of those, 8 items had 2 GA. That's 6.83%. Now let's calculate the chances for the 117 random crafted mythics. Shako crafting at the jeweler doesn't count in this statistic. Here's how it looks. To me it's pure random. No pattern at all. For example, Andariel's Visage and Tyrell's Might are equally useless for me, but their drop rate differs 3 times. For fun, we can combine this with the data from the last video. Both are drops, one from Uber bosses, one from crafting. I'm 99% sure this chance is calculated in the same piece of code, regardless of where the calculation is requested from, a boss or crafting. From Uber bosses, I got 130 items. From today's crafting, 117 items. And the total from both looks like this. You can already see the values slowly balancing out. If we double the sample size, the results will get even closer between drop and craft chances of any mythic item, I'm sure of that. So in total for Season 9, I got 250 mythics so far. 13 of them had 2 GA, and none had 3 or 4 GA. All data is in the table linked in the description. And in case you missed it, you can support the channel by becoming a sponsor on YouTube. I'd appreciate your support. That's it for Mythic Crafting. Glad to see you. See you next time.